on, because you've been doing a lot of this stuff. Quarterly rocks, right? You're in our coaching program, so you've done the quarterly rocks fully rolled out. You have them stored in one place. You're managing your health and your habits better. So what are you
which I'll
experiencing
report to
right
you
now?
on tomorrow morning's call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about, like, what are the realities of implementing all this stuff? Because a lot of the lawyers on this call are probably thinking, how the hell am I going to get all this done?
Well, I think I'm in the same boat as most of these other lawyers, in the sense that, I was asking myself, how am I going to get all this squeezed into one day? The only thing I can say is doing one at a time opens up the door for doing more at a time. So the minute I started doing the 50-minute chunks of time, because I used to sit here and work for, sometimes up to 2 hours without getting up. But at the end of that 2 hour, no matter how much I accomplished, the fatigue level was very high, you know? But then I started doing the 50-minute chunks, which was difficult at first. But when I did it, after 8 or 9 hours, my fatigue level is nowhere near what it was after an hour and a half to 2 hours. And so I needed less breaks afterwards. So then I was able to add more things. And then, of course, getting up in the morning and doing the meditative kind of relaxation, as well as activity and exercise, the mental and the physical, really, really helps with my enthusiasm throughout the day. I find I have a bigger smile on my face. I feel less stressed about all the crap, because I think we all deal with a lot of things from a lot of directions. And just feeling like we're getting through them almost always is much more satisfying than wondering what I'm going to do next.
Yeah. So talk to us about, I got two more questions. One on quarterly rocks. So talk to us about you're running on the whole system, quarterly rocks stored in one place, the team's on board with them. You're quadrupling month over month revenues compared to the prior year. So what's happening with the clarity of rolling out the EOS and quarterly rock system?
The biggest thing for me, and I started off with me and a paralegal. At the time, there was a couple of other people that worked with me once in a while just to help out when I needed. But the biggest thing that happened is the team grew to about 7 right now, which is 4 practitioners and 3 paralegals. And on top of that, the enthusiasm of the team grew dramatically. Everyone felt like they knew what was happening, where we were going, and the excitement level was very different. Before, where it felt like I was controlling everything because everything flew through me, now we have processes in place and everybody knows what to do and it gets done. Like just the other day, I was asking my paralegal, hey, did this thing get done? And she goes, yeah, that got done a week ago. As opposed to me having to approve it to get done or the process flowing through me, they know what to do. We have a leadership team that deals specifically with our docketing and automation flow. They get together every week on their own now and give me feedback as to what they've changed. I no longer have to worry about our processes that relate to docketing and management of workflow. They are dealing with it and solving it. It's amazing. My enthusiasm is much higher. And of course, the client, we used to get 1 to 2 new clients every quarter. We had between October, November, and December of last year, so quarter 4, we had 6, 11, 3, so almost 20 new clients. So I don't know whether going from 2 to 20 is quadrupling. I think it's something 10xing, but and now I've got the problem where we've got too many leads coming in terms of time consumption. So we're automating or trying to deal with that process, but it's a good problem.
You also did, you did our G3 Google Ads thing. And I think you said all of the leads that you got, every single one of them turned into a client or something crazy. Is that actually true? My team messaged me about that.
It's true with the exception of one lead I got back to as the process was starting. I missed out on one lead by about 3 days. It was 3 days between the time they called and I reached out. So I didn't get that lead, but every one other lead I got. And it's the 3x3 implementation that we talked about during one of our sessions. Essentially, 3 text messages, 3 phone calls, 3 emails. We have a matrix that we track, make sure when we texted them, And then the other trick I learned through this whole process was, and I'll throw this out there for everyone, if you ever get a lead that's a phone call, always send a text to the lead first. And in that text, include these words, my name is, and then your name. Because then when you call them, the phone itself searches all the content on the phone and brings up the information for the person you're calling. It says, maybe Jubin.
Whoa.
So the phone, so there's a way to trick the phone to let the person you're calling know that you're not a cold random caller, because a random number, they don't know whether it's some sales call or this or that. But if your name is in there, they will remember having called you and remembered seeing the text. So it creates that connection. So they answer your call. So almost all the calls we make after we send the text gets answered.
That is unreal. Jubin, I love it, man. I love your energy, man. Your energy is just palpable.
Well, that's because this
always so
past week
positive.
I've been very diligent about making sure that the activity in the morning happens. So when you and I touch base tomorrow, I can say I'm 7 for 7.
That is amazing.